Good morning students. We have been learning about a sentence. Up to now we learned what is a sentence, the structure of the sentence, positive and negative sentences. Sentences are not only useful to write and read, but they are very useful to communicate with each other, to express our opinions or to convey a message to others. So, there are different types of sentences in English language. So, why do we have different types of sentences? Based on different situations, we speak in different ways. So, if you notice in your daily life, so we do not speak all the time the same way. We speak in different ways based on the situations. So, according to this, we have different kinds of sentences. See, let us see what they are. So, first type, assertive or declarative sentence. Second one, imperative sentence. Third one, interrogative sentence. Next, fourth one, exclamatory sentence. See, let us see what is the assertive or declarative sentence. Assertive or declarative sentence declares something or it makes a statement or it tells something. Okay, so Ravi is playing with his friends. Example. So, English is my favorite subject. So, it is an interesting storybook. So, my mother prepares delicious food for us. Okay. There are 7 colors in the rainbow. It is a beautiful garden. So, all these are the examples for the assertive or declarative sentence. So, assertive or declarative sentence makes a statement or it declares something or it tells us something. See, if you notice these examples, an assertive sentence is starting with a capital letter and it is ending with a full stop. Here we have capital letter and full stop. And we have a subject, verb and object in an assertive sentence. So, an assertive sentence has a subject, verb and object and it starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. So, next, imperative sentence. What is an imperative sentence? So, for example, if you are in a class, you forgot to bring the pencil to school. If you want a pencil, so how do you ask your friend? If you ask, give me your pencil, will they give? No. If you ask them in a polite way, please give me your pencil, will they give? Yes. So, sometimes if we want help from anybody, we have to request them. Okay. So, we have to speak to them in a polite way. Okay. So, if there is a teacher in the classroom, will the teacher request you to do homework? No. Teacher order you. Okay. Do the homework by tomorrow or complete the notebook now. So, teacher will order you. Okay. The same time, if you go to hospital, okay, if anybody is not feeling well and if they go to hospital, doctor give advice. Take the medicine regularly. Okay. Avoid eating junk food. Okay. So, drink plenty of water. All these advice will be given by doctor. So, not only that, instructions. Nowadays, this corona time and so we have so many instructions. Okay. So many instructions are given to us like wash your hands frequently. Okay. Cover your mouth, nose with a mask. And next, maintain social distance. All these are the instructions we are getting in the recent times. Okay. See, let us see some more examples. Please help me to carry the box. If the box is heavy, if you want help from others, you have to request them. So, please help me to carry the box. Work hard for the exams. The classroom teachers will give this instruction to you. Okay. They suggest you to work hard for the exams and to get good marks. Not only that, parents also. Okay, work hard for the exams. Concentrate on your studies. These are the suggestions you get from the teachers and your parents. Next one, take medicine regularly. So, this is an advice you get from the doctor. And next one, cross the road carefully. So, your parents or elders or your teachers, okay, they say this, cross the road carefully. They say this instruction. Okay, while going on the road, you have to be very careful. So, you have to cross the road carefully. If you notice all these, here we have a request, a suggestion, an advice, and an instruction. So, these types please, it is not at all a subject. It is just a requesting word. So we should not treat this one as a subject. So it started with a verb. Help, work, take, cross. Next one, wash your hands. Okay, maintain social distance. In the sentence, maintain. Okay. Next, concentrate on your studies. In that sentence, concentrate. All these are the verbs. So an imperative sentence starts with a verb. Okay. Next, interrogative sentence. What is an interrogative sentence? What is an interrogation? Nothing but questioning or getting inquiry. Okay. Interrogative sentence makes a question. Okay. See, there are two types of interrogative sentences. So first type, the sentence is starting with double H words. So here we have a list of double H words. What, when, where, which, who, whom, why, whose, how far, how long, how much. All these are the double H words. So an interrogative sentence starts with double H words, and next an interrogative sentence starts with helping verbs also. So what is the variation between the sentences starting with double H words and the helping words? Now I will explain you. See, in this first example, where are you going? So for that, I am going to market, or I am going to school, or I am going to park. You can give the answer like this. But second sentence, who is your best friend? Okay, Shanti is my best friend, or Swapna is my best friend, or Priya is my best friend. We can say answers like this. But if anybody asks you, are you going to park? For that, what will you say? Yes, I am going to park. Otherwise, no, I am not going to park. So, if anybody asks you, is it raining? For this, you say, yes, it is raining. Otherwise, no, it is not raining. If you observe the difference between these two sentences, whenever we make a question with double H words, we can give answer in a word or a sentence. So, where are you going? To park, to market, to school. We can give answer like that. Okay. Who is your best friend? Shanti, Priya, Geeta. So, we can give answers like that. But, are you going to park? For this question, yes, I am going. No, I am not going. Is it raining? For this question, yes, it is raining. Otherwise, no, it is not raining. So, if you notice, here we have to give answer. Whenever there is a question starting with double H words, we have to give the answer in a word or a sentence. But if the question is starting with the helping verbs, we have to give answers as yes or no. So these types of questions means the questions starting with helping verbs are called as yes or no questions, because we give the answer as yes or no. So these are called as yes or no questions. Okay, see, when is your birthday? What are you doing now? How are you? How is your health? All these are the examples for questions starting with double H words. So, are you going to park? Is it raining? Have you had your breakfast? Will you buy a car? Okay, all these are the examples for questions starting with helping verbs. So, in interrogative sentence, we have two types. First one is question start with double H words. The second one is a question is starting with helping verb. Is it clear? So, next one, exclamatory sentence. What is an exclamatory sentence? So, an exclamatory sentence expresses a sudden or strong feeling of expression. See, for example, if you are happy, so you can speak happily. If you get a surprise, you speak in a different way. If you are not feeling well, or if you are feeling pain, okay, then you speak in a different way. So, sudden feelings of expressions are called as exclamatory sentences. So, let us see some examples. Wow, what a nice dress. So, for example, it is your friend's birthday and she wore a new dress. Okay, what do you say? The dress is nice. Do you say? No. Wow, what a nice dress. Give a compliment to her. Is it? Yes. These kind of sentences are called as exclamatory sentences. See, if a flower is beautiful, what do you say? It is a beautiful flower. So it becomes an assertive sentence. But how beautiful the flower is. So if you say like this is an exclamatory sentence because you are expressing your feeling here about the flower. So next one, hooray, we won the match. For example, okay, you played a match and you won it. Then how do you feel? Will you feel happy or not? Or if your results are announced, you got the first rank in the class, then how do you feel? Will you feel happy or not? Yes. Hooray! We won the match, you say. Is it? Yes. So next one, if anybody is there, they missed golden opportunity or they missed any of the things, then what do you say? Alas, they missed a golden opportunity. Yes. So we have to express our feelings in these sentences. So let us see here what are the exclamatory words. See, oh, ah, hooray, bravo, alas, wow. All these are the exclamatory words. Okay, we use them in the exclamatory sentences. See here, we have what and we have how. So already I told you, what and how are the questioning words. But why do we use them here? So even they are the questioning words. Okay. So here we have to remember in the interrogative sentences, whenever we are using a double H word, immediately after that we have to use a helping verb. Then only it will be an interrogative sentence. Have you understood? See, whenever we are making a question with double H words, immediately after that we have to use a helping verb. See, do we have any helping verb here? What a nice dress. Okay, what a nice dress. So there is no helping verb. So it is an exclamatory sentence. So next one, how. Is there any helping verb? No. So how beautiful. We have an adjective here. So this is an exclamatory sentence. So how are you? How is your health? How do you go to school? Otherwise, what is your name? What are you doing? Okay. So whenever we are making questions, we have to use helping verbs after the double H words. But we do not write here double H words after. We do not write helping verbs. So these are called as the exclamatory sentences. Is it clear to you? See, let me explain once again all the sentences. So assertive or declarative sentence. So assertive sentence makes a statement or it declares something or it tells something. So we say that one as assertive or declarative sentence. So an assertive sentence has a subject, verb and object. Okay, not only assertive sentence, all the sentences, all the types of sentences starts with capital letters and ends with full stop. So next one, an imperative sentence. What is an imperative sentence? If there is a suggestion or advice, command, order, request, instruction or warning in any of the sentence, we say that one as imperative sentence. And next one, interrogative sentence. If there is a question in any of the sentence, we say that one as interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentences are two types. First one, questions start with double H words. The second one, questions start with helping verbs. Next one, exclamatory sentence. So, if we have a sudden feelings of expression in any of the sentence, we say that one exclamatory sentence. Assertive and imperative sentences end with full stops. An interrogative sentence ends with a question mark and exclamatory sentence. See, wow, it is a sudden feeling of expression. Alas, hooray. So, exclamatory sentences ends with exclamatory mark. So, this is the question mark and this is the exclamatory mark. Is it clear? Thank you.